Hi Aries, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori, and tonight we're going to take a look at the upcoming week of July 7th. We do have a full moon this week that's going to be on Thursday the 10th. The full moon is in Capricorn. Capricorn is the opposite of Cancer, and so this is all about transforming and releasing I'm seeing a lot right now, so this may have something to do with your reading, but this could be a very transformative week for you, for the collective, in regards to releasing of old habits. Okay, Capricorn energy is known as the energy when you're thinking of a full moon that needs to be released. It's going to be that stagnant energy that's been holding you back, the energy of unhealthy attachments. So keep that in mind for the week. May have something to do with your reading, but I am seeing the 8th house energy, which is scorpionic energy of transformation. You could have some massive transformations going on this week, some clarity on some things that maybe you've been trying to clear up. I'm also hearing resolution and resolve, so there could be something that is coming to a resolution this week that you may have been working on or trying to figure out for a while. It does seem like an energy or like a week of transformation. Okay, the first card out for you is Seagull. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. Yeah, it's time for a deep dive, Aries. It's time to dig in. The bottom of the deck, you have the chimpanzee with use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get questions to your answer. So this is absolutely what I'm picking up on, is some type of obstacle or something that needs to be resolved. You're looking for a resolution. And this week, I think you're going to get some answers. So full moons are all about releasing, okay? So this is absolutely about clearing out. Seagulls come in and they kind of clean up the ocean. So they eat stuff off the top of the ocean. They eat fish out of the ocean. But this is about a clearing, okay? There's something that, like, they're showing me a seagull deep diving, like dipping their head into the water, trying to grab a fish out. Something that you need to attack head first. I'm hearing there's no more time for playing around. Like there's no more time to play around with this. This needs to be healed and resolved in order for you to be able to process, gain clarity, and move on with your life. Okay, so this could have to do with something that was happy for you in the past, or that you've had some happy times with, because I am seeing the happiness card here for our Aries. What's going on this week? Yeah, look, attraction of, this is Venus. So this is, and look, good times. Yeah, so good times for sure. And you have Cancer energy at the bottom of the deck here. So something that could have felt very familial, something that felt like home. It's time for you to heal this, okay? It's time for you to heal something in regards to love. And this week is going to kind of catapult that, or really what I'm seeing is that it's going to exacerbate it, expound it. It's going to make it larger so that you actually see it. And like there's something about not being able to look at it from an upside down perspective. So maybe there's something that you haven't been seeing clearly that's going to be brought to your attention this week, and it's going to cause you to deep dive. Okay, for our Aries, what do you have? Abundance. Wow, this is awesome energy. This is the Ace of Pentacles energy. Yeah, like the time is now for you to dig into this abundance. If you have been telling yourself a story in regards to lack, or if you've been feeling like you're not abundant, that's changing. Okay, you're rewriting the story of who you are. There's a reframing that's taken place with you, Aries. And it's very like, something about gypsies is coming through right now. And like wine, so pressing the grapes. Okay, it's like you've been probably going through a pressing of. So it's almost as if you've had to press into your emotions, press into your feelings, and find some type of pathway within. I'm picking up on like a getting your head out of the clouds type of energy. Like if you want to live in an abundant life, if you want the things that you desire, I need you to get your heads out of the clouds. Like that's kind of how it feels that spirit is talking to you in regards to this situation. Like if you want abundance, I need you to dig in and heal. Okay, like no more sitting on the surface. Spirit is not allowing you to sit at the surface or on the shoreline. He's not allowing you to sit in the sand and think that you're going to heal. He's pushing you forward. Spirit is saying it's time for you to dig in, Aries. Look at this burden. Yeah, because you've been carrying the weight by yourself. And this is in regards to something that, at least at one point in time, you know, was a happy place for you. You're moving away from the baggage, moving away from the burden. Wow. Detaching from, and this is that full moon in Capricorn energy, guys. You're detaching from things that have kept you stuck and stagnant that you've been carrying on your own. That's too many cards. I'm going to keep the Chariot because clearly I wanted to stay out. But you've been holding on to, holding on to a missed opportunity, holding on to an idea or an identity of where you thought your happiness came from. Look at heartbreak at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Swords. Ooh. For a lot of you, this heartache has stunted your ability to express yourself freely. For some of you, this heartache caused you to become fragile yet guarded. Okay, there's something about a recent heartache or a heartache that you experienced in the past. It doesn't have to be recent. Okay, it could have been 2 years ago, 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, 20 years ago. But there's something that's caused you a lot of heartache, something that brought you a lot of happiness, something that made you feel abundant. You had to move away from it. There was an ending or a transition in that relationship. For some of you, there's a burden that you're carrying in watching someone else glow up. With the Empress and the Ten of Wands here, there's a grief and a sadness that you feel in regards to watching someone else glow up. And there's a missed opportunity here. So some of you or someone feels this way about you. They're watching you glow up and they're like, oh my God, I missed out on this opportunity with Aries. And it's left them heartbroken. But the problem is that there's been deception in this situation. And I feel like this person was given time and opportunities to be able to prove themselves to you, but they didn't. They didn't with this devil energy. They chose to stay bound and overindulge in things that did not provide you or them benefits. There's an arrogance that I'm feeling, guys. I don't know if this person that you're dealing with is self-indulgent, entitled. Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is why you are deep diving. It's because you're looking like the Empress here. You're standing in your abundant era. You're releasing the burdens and choosing to move forward. Both the Six of Swords and the Chariot are both about forward movement. You're choosing to move away from things that have not allowed you, this devil energy. These things have not allowed you, Four of Cups, to actually thrive and flourish. And they've actually not made you happy. So what's happening this week is you're choosing your happiness over everything else. And that is causing this deep emotional healing to take place within you. The healing is coming in, Aries, because you are seeing yourself in the light that you are. You're seeing yourself, you're showing up as the Empress. And take this as it resonates. It may not resonate with you, but definitely seeing that this is either you or the other person. Bottom of the deck, look at this. Recognition and reward for your merit. this mountain road. You are on the road to success. Look at this 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Chariot, Empress, moving away from things that have been stealing your happiness, stealing your joy. Being able to see the big picture. And this has come about due to you taking on this deep emotional healing. I'm hearing that for a lot of you, you have not been afraid to deep dive in, and it's because you're tired and sick of these old devilish ways. Like you're tired of doing things the old way because it hasn't worked for you. So you've made a decision to choose happiness over the devil, right? Over negative things that keep you trapped and cycles that keep you trapped. With the Parrot, this says someone will gossip about all your secrets. Okay, I think this is about really protecting yourself from who you allow to come into your space moving forward. Okay, there could be some people in your past that are offended by the fact that you've grown up like this. They don't like the fact that you're sitting pretty as the Empress. They don't like the fact that you're abundant. And they don't like the fact that you're not looking back at them, because they want you to be bound to them. With the 10 of Wands and the Devil at both ends, they want you to be bound to them. They don't want you to receive joy and happiness. They also don't want you to feel good about yourselves. So this Parrot here, to me, is a caution to just be cautious and careful as to who you open up to and allow in your space moving forward. Because you've dealt with a lot of heartache in the past, and I do think that you've learned these lessons, which is how you're becoming abundant. That's turning a leaf on the old, right? You've turned the page on the old version of you because it did not fit and it did not serve you. The finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Yeah, so that's where that Parrot to me comes into play. Is like, be careful, because you're on the road to success and victory is absolutely yours. Victory in some endeavor. So whatever it is that you've been working on, the victory, what I'm seeing, the victory is coming due to your emotional healing. Because you've chose to deep dive in, release the baggage, detach from devilish ways. And there's something about here that I'm being drawn to, the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Something about allowing happiness in. No longer running from it, but allowing it in. That is emotional healing. No longer resisting the natural flow of life. Allowing endings and beginnings to occur without hesitation or resistance. Okay, I hope that this resonates with you. This is beautiful. Whatever this is, it is bringing you back into a state of happiness and joy with the 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. There's a wish fulfillment that's going to take place here. Okay, I feel like the devil tried to steal your happiness and now God is restoring it. It's almost like a reversal of what the enemy set out for you. Like the enemy set out for evil. What the enemy meant for evil, God will turn it around for your good. That's how this feels to me, Aries. So this is absolutely beautiful. I hope that this full moon in Cappy does you some justice and allows you to release these old issues, baggage from people, which I see you doing that. So, excuse me. I hope that you see the victory and success that's on its way. For some reason, this is hard for me to like get out. So this could be very hard for you to like dip your head into this, but you're doing it afraid. And that's the encouragement this week from Spirit, is to try not to concern yourself with matters that you don't need to, but rather step into this new abundant opportunity in life with an acceptance that there are greater things on the other side. Okay? All right, Aries, have a great week. Thanks for fumbling through this with me. If you have made it this far, if you wouldn't mind dropping a comment, liking, and subscribing, that would be fantastic. And I'll see you all next week. This is the week for good times and pleasure, okay? Be careful not to overindulge, though, with that 9 of Cups and the devil. Have a good one. Bye.